with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same pack, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set 70, Indy.
54, watch 54. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
You're out.
Watch the twins.
Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Bring it. Snap.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
But a tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Yo, go.
We got to get the hook.
Go.
They'll look to throw here. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go, set. 10 Lobo.
They're not ready,
Cut.
man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, tight. 54.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Five. On defense.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
What?
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 87 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Throwing is Wilson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
91 is the mark.
4 down, 4 down.
Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike,
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. On 1st down, Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
56. I got you. I got you. Mike 56. Mike 56.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
On the ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From the 22, Wilson. Got a man, it's Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. 21-0 our score after 1.
Hey, 0.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Go now. 60-yard.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Flush to his right. He'll run it.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Packers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Protein spill.
He'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Mike 54.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Check it.
Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now Rashad Penny. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
at the 10-yard line.
You think you gonna get this?
Here's Wilson. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Come on, here, come get some. Come get some.
Penny, a first down carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
Check 37, check 37.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Go. Rush in, rush in.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Whip. Run left. Block that.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, no, it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
To throw is Wilson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, seam 6.
54, right there, right
now.
Back to throw here. And Graham's got it, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike 5-4. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
Hey, orbit. Let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They keep it with Penny on first down. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Go, go, go. Check 24.
Hey, alert.
Slam.
Play action. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second and 5 now. Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Check safety.
Their own 3-yard line.
Hey, Haywood.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 36 yards. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Jones.
Back.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go
3
now.
yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Five.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll drop the throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Hey, exit. X3. 218. Chop.
Right there. 54 Mike. I'm here.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Bravo.
2nd and 9 now. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
We're going 25 to Mike. Bandit. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
Yo, snap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag?
I was just going to say
get out
that.
of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
This is taken at the 23.
Let's hey, Alpha. Sears right here. We got hard. Safety cream. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
I got you.
Second and 10. And that is incomplete.
The second down pass. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Let's go double count right here, double count. Check, lucky.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Hey, foxtrot. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Exit. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 4. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See
Yeah.
what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Again, it's Penny. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Brown, his 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Go, go. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Set, ready. 50, plant. 54. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Smooth. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's outside.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught. Jones. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm coming for you. You mine.
This is Penny. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got him.
Get it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Come on, set. And shoot, go.
Hey, check. Shoot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The Seahawks in victory formation.